everybody, and welcome to issue 32 of Geek Pop Podcast. I am your host, Toby, and with me, as always, is Josh.
I'm your hope tonight, Josh.
No, we didn't fuck up this time.
But I'm your hope now.
212, rolling strong, Josh.
What are those numbers in reference to? The date?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's accurate.
That is today.
I thought that was like our win-loss record or something.
That's your win-loss record.
So I'm 2 for 12?
2 and 12, so you're 2 for 14.
Oh, jeez. So that's probably true in life. Just in general, 2 wins, 12 losses.
So Josh told me he wants to talk about dick pics real quick.
Well, I mean, you don't have to frame it like that.
But I'm going to. I'm taking this to freaking Marshall's or whatever that place is that frames things.
Yeah.
It's not Marshall's, it's someplace else.
We'll go with Marshall's. I think they have frames.
We're taking it to Marshall's, framing special, 50% off.
Heading down to the Hobby Lobby.
Josh wants to talk about dick pics.
you printed out this podcast episode because it's on tape, as we talked about last week.
Yeah, bring a coupon in.
Yeah, you have to match the border. Like, I don't really know. Does this color go with this?
Does the rainbow border go with the lighting of the dick?
Do you think an 11x17 is big enough, or
that's way too big?
Should we just blow this sucker up?
Let's blow it all the way up.
All right, let's talk some dick pics, Toby.
All right.
I mean, listen, if I'm gonna be known for that, I might as well lean into it. Are you familiar with one Seth Rollins? I
am. Seth Rollins is a professional wrestler for the WWE.
He is. He's a professional wrestler for the WWE, as you mentioned. He's a young fellow, one might say. He's he's not really old. He's young. He takes care of himself. This cat, first of all, if you want to try and like mac on some ladies, there's nothing more like playing with a stacked deck than getting to show off your CrossFit abs shirtless every single week on TV, right?
Yeah, because there was, at 2 or 3 jobs ago now, when I was on SmackDown, front row, as you recall, I was telling the one lady I worked with about it, and she was, we'll say, probably like late 30s, early 40s at that point. So she was like, oh, I want to watch. And I was like, you don't really need to want to watch wrestling, but I guess you can watch because I was on it if you really want to. And so she was texting me while I was on. She's like, oh, I see you guys are so funny. And she's like, who's the guy with all the tattoos? I think I love him.
I know,
and she was talking about Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, yep.
Yeah, but already, someone that has absolutely no interest in wrestling liked the dreamy guys with the shirts off and the tattoos.
Yeah, like girls, I feel like girls are like that more than guys. They're just a little bit more subtle about it usually. Like, like the guys always get the like, oh man, you just want to stare at tits all day, like complaint. But girls, when it comes to wrestling fans, man, girls are insane like that. Like, just talking about their bodies and stuff. Anyway, Seth Rollins, he listen.
Colby Lopez, for those not in the know.
Yeah, listen, if you want to break some kayfabe, talk about his real name. As a straight man, I can admit he's got a lot to work with there. He's looking all right, but he puts the time in, we'll say. Long story short, this guy had a fiance, okay? Notice I say had.
No, you just said you're ending the story earlier. You should have said he has a fiance.
Okay. All right, we're as of last week. All right, I'll set the stage. Last Monday, 7:55. Colby Lopez has a fiance. So apparently his Twitter account got hacked, Toby. I'm air quoting. You can't see me doing that, but I'm air quoting. He got hacked. I don't know if it's true or not. What happened was a naked picture of one of the NXT divas got posted.
NXT is WWE's, we'll say like Indie League or AAA ballpark for those that care about sports more than wrestling.
Yeah. So there's this cat somehow has a hold of, someone got a picture of her naked, this chick naked, posts it to his like Instagram, his Twitter, like everything. It goes up all over the place. And it's straight up her, like her face is in it. It's like, it's a picture of her. It goes up on his Twitter account while he's on TV, like giving his opening promo on Raw. I guess his fiance sees that post on his Twitter account, freaks out and thinks he just posted it on accident. So in retaliation, she posts naked pictures of him to her Twitter account. That's the ultimate nuclear option. That is someone reaching over, flipping up the glass case, and jamming the red button down.
We're going nuclear, folks.
Yeah, and she didn't just post any naked pictures. She put up 2 of them, and like his face is in the one. It's super awkward. First of all. Like,
what's funny because you keep mentioning the faces, but like the girl, Zahara Schreiber,
yeah.
or whatever her name is, she's tatted up.
Yes.
So even if her face was out of it, she has enough tattoos everywhere that you would still notice her.
Definitely, yeah. There is no question that it is her with all of the distinguishing characteristics. You know what? She looks all right, too. Like, I'm glad Seth shared that with the world. You know, fair enough. But his fiance, apparently, I'm guessing she suspected some things going into this, and this was just like the last straw. So she throws his wiener up on the internet for the world to see. Now, this motherfucker, he's still on TV. He goes to the back, right? And I'm sure the second he walks through the curtain, someone's holding up their phone with their Twitter account and just shows him his dick, right?
I'm sure Vince is back there.
Yeah.
Immediately like, what the fuck is this?
Colby! I'm looking at your penis. All right, this guy has to wrestle again at the end of the night. So he's got to go back out there knowing full well that entire crowd now is holding a phone with his dick on it. Like, listen, I don't want to make a pun, but that's ballsy.
I mean, what else can you do though?
You can't. You got to go on. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have to do it. And the sad thing is, it's like he can't walk out there and be like, yeah, that's right. Because honestly, it wasn't flattering. I'll be honest.
Are you really gonna come down? Is this your stance?
I'm coming down on this guy's dick. Okay, it's not.
That sounds hot as hell. I'm gonna somehow cut that audio out to solo, where Josh is like, "I'm coming down on this guy's dick."
I didn't say going down. I said coming.
You said coming down. I'm coming down on his dick.
Coming down.
That's like you're sitting.
That's
you're
like
perched precariously.
Yeah.
On the tip, and you're just coming right down on it.
I'm just hovering above. I'm letting him know. Colby, I'm coming down. It's like a docking. It's like the space shuttle.
Boop, boop, boop.
Ready for liftoff.
I'm backing this truck up, buddy.
Lopez, we have a problem. Backing this truck up. Average at best. That's all I'm saying. That's what I was trying to get across, Toby. Average at best.
Okay.
It doesn't bode well for me, or doesn't paint me in a good light that I looked at his dick once it got posted online. But you know, at the very least, average at best.
I'm just saying. Do you feel like a bigger man now? I
do.
I don't need to know size wise.
No.
But do you feel better than your wrestling hero now because you saw his dick and you think it's small?
Well, I mean, yeah. Like I can put myself now in relation to him and think like, all right, you know, not so bad. Not so bad.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm just saying, he's got everything going for him. Like I said at the beginning, like he's got the CrossFit abs. He's rich and famous. Like he's on television every week. Like, but you know what? Still a dude. Still a regular guy. Still has a medium-sized dick.
So maybe that's why he never wore the tight spandex. He wears the pantaloons.
Yeah, he wears the pantaloons so you can't see the outline. Exactly. Anyway, so we're building up to that happened, and still you're kind of like, you feel for him at that point, right? It's like, oh man, like I'm sure he didn't post that pictures, his account got hacked, his fiance freaked out, so then all these naked pictures of him got online. So after that, this other girl came forward and said that she'd had basically a sexting relationship with him through his Instagram.
Okay.
So a lot of the like things he had said to her got posted. So like screenshots from her phone that he had said, and this motherfucker has zero game, and it is amazing. Like,
so you're saying he relies on the CrossFit ads and the TV time?
It's a crutch
to make himself.
You again stacking myself up against Seth Rollins. I'm looking at the things he says to girls and thinking about the things I say to girls. No competition. Like, all right, so I just want to read some excerpts here. So he tells her at one point, I don't know this girl's name, it's Lindsay something, I think. Anyway, he tells her at one point, I like that, I'm a lucky dude. And then he says right after that, first amazing line, I won the sexy ass lottery. Now, I don't know if he means the sexy ass lottery, like I don't know if it's an ass lottery, or if it's the sexy ass and then it's just a lottery, I don't know, but
I'm gonna go with he's saying she has a sexy ass.
Okay.
And he won the lottery.
So it's a lottery of who gets the sexy ass, and
his
won.
ticket matched all the right numbers.
Yeah,
he won her ass in the lottery.
He made sure he got the power butt number, and it was the red one, and he won from there. Yeah. He says, "God damn it! I mean, you know what I know what you're working with, right? You know what you're working with, right?" She answers, and he says, "This is another really good one. I mean, look at it." He goes on, squishy but tight, soft and supple, little gap,
It sounds like he's talking about her most private of area.
I believe that he is.
So she probably sent him a dirty pic as well.
Yes.
And he was just doing the play-by-play commentary of, this is what your body part looks like.
That's literally what it sounds like. It sounds like he's Michael Cole sitting ringside describing a vagina. Like, oh man, that labia has a family, Toby.
Oh, Jesus.
And then finally...
Wrestling references people probably won't get.
It's fine. It's making me happy. Then finally, Toby, this is the one. It gets pretty X-rated here. So maybe, like, don't let your kids listen right now. But his final message that I want to share. She, I guess, asks what he would do to her. Okay? Strap in, Toby. He says, I'd probably bang that mouth till it was time to finish on your tits, then let you clean my cock off with your messy little lips and tongue. He's just putting it out there.
He did.
I mean, that's pretty, like, I mean, as Seth Rollins, you have to know.
Why is Josh stuttering so much right now? Everyone's asking.
I'm getting a little flustered over here, man. But no, like, as Seth Rollins, you have to know it's going to get screenshotted, right? Mm-hmm. You can't talk about tits and cocks and stuff and think that no one's ever going to see this.
Well, there's times I've said things to people that weren't freaking, like, me not being famous and me saying things to people where I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do here? What happens what if they save this? What if they're not one of those people who do text messages all the time?
And you're talking to some random girl, random too hot to be real girl that hits you up online that has talked you into this, like, weird sexual relationship, and you're saying things like that. He's not a smart man. That's all I'm getting at. Not a smart man.
Well, yeah, especially because she has way less to lose than he does.
Exactly. She has literally nothing to lose at this point. She's talking a celebrity into saying super dirty things about her naked picture.
Yeah.
No one cares about her naked pictures. Everyone cares about the things he says about them.
Exactly.
So that's Seth Rollins and his poor life choices.
Josh, on the opposite of poor life choices, I'm going to tell you about the best life choice I ever made.
Did you buy a robot dog?
No, I have a real dog. I don't need an Aibo.
That'd be pretty. I'm not talking an Aibo. I'm talking like a hardcore, like a real robot. Like,
what? He might go sentient, and like murder me.
I mean, that's nothing your real dog's not gonna do.
Now I can take down the real dog.
Now that your real dog is a co-star of yours, you're putting him in. You're putting him in videos.
The secret third member of the Geek Pop podcast.
He is. Listen, at some point, I'm gonna talk him in to just eating your throat in the middle of the night, and this is gonna be me and Romeo on the podcast.
Done.
Yeah.
So,
life choices.
Josh, I've had a lot of dreams in my life.
Yeah.
Things I've wanted to do or thought I could accomplish, and as I get older, they fade away more and more.
You're reeling them in.
Yes.
I think that's just being realistic. That's like, listen, I'm never going to climb Mount Everest. I'm going to go to Walmart tonight. Like, it's a new goal, right?
And I probably won't even do that. So no matter how high or low my goal is, I'll just never reach it.
I'm going to go to Walmart at some point in the next 2 weeks because I'm out of food today. That's a new goal. It's better than climbing Mount Everest.
It is. Yeah. It's doable. It's accomplishable.
It's adjusting your focus. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate your support tonight.
Yes, of course.
So last Friday, me and two buddies went out to the bar, as we do sometimes on Fridays.
Sure.
And we went, got some food, and all of a sudden, a DJ starts setting up, and we get thrown off our table to make room for the DJ to set her things up on the table that we were sitting at.
Okay.
Well, we thought it was a guy at first.
Well, but this
we saw people walking around and carrying things in, and we were like, oh, I guess there's a DJ, blah, blah. So eventually, this girl comes in, sets everything up, and starts playing music. This is at about 9:45, maybe 10 o'clock.
Okay.
The timeline, I feel, is very important.
Sure.
So we're hanging out, and no one's really requesting songs, and she's like, if anyone wants to hear anything, I don't care. Just come up and tell me. We'll play it.
Miley Cyrus.
We'll get there.
All right.
So I am the bold one in the group, or I care the least. I don't know, however way you want to word it.
Yeah.
So at the table, we're all discussing songs, and they're like, we should have her play this. And I said, okay. So I just walk up, and especially because it's a girl, it takes the edge off a little bit for me.
I was going to say, that once you said girl, it explained the entire story to me.
Josh knows like the vague details, but not the actual details, like from a couple days ago. And he already knows what has happened.
There was a picture. You posted a picture on Twitter.
There's a picture on Twitter of what ended up happening. So, go up, request a song. I was like, hey, do you care if I request this? And it was some ridiculous, shitty 80s song. I think it was like Fast Car or some song like that, because my one friend loves Fast Car. The Tracy Chapman jam.
I've never heard it, but go on.
You trust me, you've had it. Okay. You've heard the song. But, so I go up. She's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to play club songs, but I'll play that. And I was like, sweet, thank you.
I trying to mess with your stupid 80s jams.
So this goes on 2 or 3 times within the next, we'll say, half hour. So eventually, my one friend,
in 30 minutes, you walk up and like try to get her to play music.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, she kept playing them. To be fair, she kept playing them.
Okay.
And the one song she didn't have, and she was like, oh, well, someone requested this song instead. And I even told her, I was like, I will give up you not playing the last song I asked for if I can veto that song that person asked for. So now I'm trying to make demands now.
Now, not only is she like, she's being super nice playing your dumb songs, you're now trying to keep other people's songs from playing.
Yeah. That's the type of person I am, Josh.
Great.
So it's like 10:30. My one buddy leaves, and the other one stays with me. So we're both like, we're going to finish up this one beer, and then we're going to go. So when it's just me and him, we ran out of things to talk about. So I was bored and started talking to the DJ girl. And she was rocking the MacBook, and she had an actual, like, I guess it's like those little turntable boards, where it's just basically like the digital turntables.
Yeah. Like
but it's a smaller one.
Okay.
Like the size of a keyboard, just maybe the same length and width.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm kind of asking questions. I'm like, how does this work? And she's kind of telling me. Because one of the things I always wanted to do, Josh, I always thought it'd be fun to be a DJ.
Sure.
That along with being in a band, so I know how to play the guitar and everything else. And then I always reflect upon these things from driving to work or home. And I'm like, well, being in a band would be fun, or being in a cover band would be fun. But then I'd actually have to remember the songs then.
Well, yeah.
So that's already strike one. And then being in front of all those people, strike two, and not forgetting the songs. And it always just seems like a big hassle.
Yeah, that's a good reason to not pursue your dreams. This seems like a modicum of work.
Yeah.
Just the bare minimum.
So the DJ one always came up too, and I was like, but I have to get a following, I have to go to these fucking drunk places, and the songs I want to play people aren't going to want to hear, and all this other shit. So when when the opportunity presented itself, I was like, hey, can you what does this do, all this? And she was kind of telling me about it. So a little bit later in the night, we'll say about 11 o'clock, she was like, if you want to see how everything works, she's like, just come back here with me, you can look at it. So then I was behind the DJ stand with the laptop and the turntables, and she was like, well, this is how you do this, you drag the songs here, this is how you match up the BPMs to keep the flow of the songs going together. And so she's kind of showing me everything.
All right.
And I was like, oh, thanks a lot, I appreciate it. So we kind of walked away.
What a nerd.
Well, at some point she mentioned having a boyfriend.
Oh.
Not to me, but like, it kind of sounded like she mentioned to some other guy that she said was creeping on her.
She said you were creeping on her?
No, some other guy was there creeping on her that said he knew her but didn't know her.
You were creeping on her too, idiot. You were the one who was like, how do these work? I'm so interested in your knobs.
No, I wasn't though. I swear to God, I was not. It wasn't that sort of situation.
What's the big dial for?
So then we're getting ready to leave because it was like 11 o'clock and I worked that day and I'm a fucking old man. And she makes the comment like, oh, you guys are leaving now, to me and my friend. And we're like, yeah. And she was like, oh, it's probably because I said it a boyfriend, huh? And I was like,
snap.
And I was like, no, not really. Like, I'm just old and I want to go home and go to bed and all this other bullshit.
You should have looked her square in the eye and said, yes.
So we're kind of talking, like, kind of bullshit a little bit more. And my friend was like, I think he either said, one more beer. And I said, okay, or something else. But then she mentioned again, like, something about me being able to see how everything worked. So I was kind of hanging out with her a little bit more. And then, Josh, the hook came that I've dreamed of my entire life. And she was like, if you want to play the next song, you're more than welcome to.
If you want to play the next song?
Yeah, so basically, like, she showed me how to do everything.
That's essentially automated, right?
No, no, because you have to figure out, you have to match up the beats, you have to get the timing down, so when you press play, it plays
so she even let you match up the beats?
She let me match up the beats with my fucking Dre Beats headphones.
Were you listening on just one ear cup?
I was.
Oh, okay.
And Josh, in the picture, it's on Twitter. Only one ear cup is on my head.
All right, is it? All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll remember that. Okay.
So it was official. So she let me play a song then, and I was like, this is awesome. And she's like, yeah, knock yourself out. So instead of me leaving at 11 o'clock, I stayed until 1 because I was back behind the DJ thing with her the entire time, playing songs with her.
I like how you bogarted her whole stupid like setup. She's like, you can play one song, cut to 2 hours later.
So I got to play one when she was standing there, and it got to the point where she would be like, okay, I'm walking away for a drink. She's like, you know what to do, just play the next song one time. So I got to do it by myself for a little bit. And then by the end of the night, she made a comment once or twice. She's like, if you actually like doing this, she's like, you're decent enough at it. She's like, we actually need more DJs because she works for a company.
You're decent enough at it.
Or like, at least we're like, if I like actually tried, I could probably learn kind of thing.
That's the thing you want to hear from every girl. You're decent enough at it.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I got to play songs all night. I got to play Josh. I played Party in the USA. I was like, I want to fucking hear this song. So we played it. Only because you mentioned that. And then towards the end of the night, she was like going through her wallet, and she handed me a $10 bill, and she's like, here, this is for you. And I was like, wait, seriously? And she's like, yeah, you helped. She's like, here's your payment. So I took the 10 from her.
You did 2 hours of work.
Yeah. And she's like, here. And I was like, seriously? Because it was really awkward because I didn't really think I deserved money.
I agree. I wasn't there, but I agree.
So she was like, no, never mind. She took the 10 back from me and gave me a 5. And she was like, seriously. She's like, go buy yourself a drink or something. Thanks for the help.
She reevaluated your talent.
Yeah. So I got paid $5 for 2 hours of work. But I got to live out my dream of being a DJ. It was fucking awesome.
So did she hire you? I mean, you said she seemed
She gave me her business card for contact.
That wasn't for contact. That was for when the boyfriend's away.
I don't know. But Josh, here's the best part.
All right.
So you know how we enjoy the self-deprecating humor?
What?
You know how that's a thing?
No.
So at some point, she said something about me being a DJ. Like she made the DJ comment. I went for the hard jokes real quick, Josh. I had to strike when the iron was hot. And I made some joke about, like, I don't know if people want to see this face when they're dancing and having a good time.
That's
and
fair.
she goes, we're an attractive group as a whole. And she kind of paused for a second, like, eyed me up. And she's like, I think you'd fit in, though. And I was like, fuck yes.
Oh, snap. So that number was not to call her for business. I'm just putting that out there.
But it was like, that was the ultimate night of validation for me, I think.
We're an attractive group as a whole, and you don't bring down the average too much.
You're on the bell curve for this. You can hang right out.
Listen, most of the time when we're doing stats, you get to toss out the outliers anyway. So,
so no matter what, you would fit in because even if you're on the low side, you're at the top and the bottom.
Listen. Don't bring an ugly friend because then that throws it off. But one ugly person's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was awesome.
Did you ever think that DJing was like kind of a sad thing to get into? Like,
well, I don't know because for 2 hours, we're obviously like bullshitting about stuff while we're doing like the music stuff.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Yeah, it's weird because if you do a wedding, you have to do like play the chicken dance and shit like that."
Yeah.
Yeah. So at a club, it seems like it'd be awesome to me and a good time. But I don't know how I'd handle like. I don't want to be the center of attention at someone's wedding and be like, "All right, everybody, come up to the stage for the chicken dance."
That's what I guess that's where I'm coming at DJs from is the wedding DJ where they have to be like, and now it's time for the new couple, Mr. and Mrs.
Introducing
Smith.
for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith.
Oh, we're gonna save the song for later when the old people are gone. It's like a shock jock who couldn't cut it. Like that's what a wedding DJ is for me.
But yeah, so that'd be my fear. I'd be too selective with the jobs I wanted to take.
So you would want more, more excision, more like I can't think of what's his name. He was in From First to Last.
Skrillex.
Yeah, more you want more Skrillex and less wedding DJ.
I guess so, because it just seems like more fun. I can't get pumped fucking playing. Fast Car, like as I mentioned earlier, for example. But we're playing fucking like, bro. I was like, I wanted to play fancy Because you know how we love that song, Josh.
Fancy's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, so like I was having a blast because I was like drunk at that point. So we're playing Fancy, and I was like singing the words, like rocking out and shit. And it was just a really good time.
And she's like, "Shut up, idiot!"
Well, she laughed and she was like, "Holy shit, you know way too many words in this song."
Who dat? Who dat? That's the only part I know. You know what? I know that I said that being a DJ sounded sad, but I can also see you being a DJ.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Take that as you will.
This is what we need to do. Fucking Geek Pop DJs.
Yeah.
And you and I just hang out up there and play fucking like hardcore music all night, and not like dancey hardcore with beats.
Motherfucker.
I mean like fucking like throwdown hardcore, like rah, 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 rah.
Motherfucker, we'd play Nightcore all night long.
Oh, you want to hear Party in the USA? Here's a better version.
Yeah, we'd play Nightcore and like baby metal. That's what it would be. It'd be like the weirdest party.
Well, like Mark Hoppus did DJ night the other night and played all the pop punk songs.
Really?
We could do that.
Oh,
yeah.
we could totally do that.
Yeah, we just like that's actually what I was thinking about. I'll just start my own thing around here, where I play like where the punk shows used to be, and just do like punk parties.
I like it.
And but DJ an hour of like punk songs, people just like rock out and have fun.
Perfect.
That's my idea.
And then I'll come over and I'll ride these coattails to the front of the stage.
Josh, I will hook up the air horn button for you.
It's like that.
There's some Blink-182.
Yeah, here's what I know I made fun of the wedding DJs again, but I get a microphone to be the hype guy, and I get an air horn button.
What? Damn it. What?
Drop the beat. These are the things I want.
And it's just a fucking little like simple like guitar solo, and like na 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 na. Bring the beat back.
Listen, I take it back. I don't even need the air horn. I'll just do it with my mouth. I'll just make really shitty air horn noises.
Oh, of course, that's what we both.
Yeah.
Josh, we have a big follow-up this week.
A follow-up. Breaking news.
So last week we talked about the invisible boyfriend/girlfriend.
We did. Have you signed up since then?
I have not, but the person that I first heard the story from, she wrote another blog post, Josh, about her invisible boyfriend.
So this lady's sad. She understands she has a sad life.
You know what? I guess so.
Yeah. Listen, I have a sad life too, but I haven't given up yet.
Headline: The invisible boyfriend who dumped me will not stop texting.
Oh, snap. This is what we talked about last week.
Yeah. So there's basically a screenshot of like another row of two of like text between him and her.
Uh-huh.
So he texts her, "What was the last good movie you watched?" ? No response from her. Texts her again. Note to self: my willpower is not strong enough for buffets.
What?
She responds back: I deleted this app. Not sure why I'm still getting texts. He responds: sorry, is this not a good time? I can try back later. She responds: do not text me again. He says: why not? ? I was really enjoying getting to know you. So the invisible boyfriends do the same thing that a real boyfriend would do, and he just does not understand when it's over, and just wants to rekindle one last time.
And it's like these are all different people, and they're just getting a message in and knowing I don't earn my 2 cents for this unless I respond. So they're not gonna shut down on "do not text me again." They're like, "Hell no, 2 cents, motherfucker, right here."
That's amazing, though. That even fake relationships don't end.
Even fake relationships turn into real relationships. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like it's a beautiful metaphor for life, right? Nothing is fake.
She's like, "Leave me alone," and he's like, "But why? I just want to talk to you more."
Yeah. Well, what's wrong, baby? How was your day?
I stopped fucking paying you. Leave me alone. Wait, did I do something wrong?
Dude, Toby, there's the secret right there. You drop some bills for 1 month, cancel it, instant invisible girlfriend forever.
Maybe text back every once in a while just to keep the conversation open.
Yeah. Because clearly their system isn't smart enough to know how to unsubscribe.
Or do they care? There's probably some clause where it's like, if you text back more than twice when we bug you, you sign back up for another month.
Yeah, we start billing you again. She needs to check her statement. Oh, man. That's awesome, dude.
I'm proud of that. That's commitment I can get behind.
Have you ever had, like, random text conversations with people who didn't mean to text you?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
I had someone text my picture to a random phone number instead of my phone number.
Nice.
And then they were like, what is this? And the guy was like, whoops, sorry.
What is this?
It was a picture of me with the hawk, to be specific.
What is this?
I'd be concerned too. If someone fucking texted me a picture of some bald dude with a beard staring down a hawk, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
It would seem like a threat.
What did I sign up for?
Unsubscribe from Hawk Facts.
You resubscribed to Hawk Facts.
Damn it. Toby, I was at Meijer the other day. Are you familiar with Meijer?
The grocery chain.
Well, not just groceries, not exclusively. They're like Walmart, but better.
Ooh.
When I'm in Meijer, I feel like I can see the curvature of the earth.
What?
Because the stores are really big.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway, Meijer.
You can see the sunset on the Meijer horizon, is what you're saying.
I can. Yeah, listen. The sun never sets on the Meijer empire. That's what they say. Up front at Meijer, Toby, there things for the kids. There's a I don't know what you call it, like a mechanical horse. Like a horse ride.
The one you put the quarter in?
Yeah, you put the money in, and it's a pony, and it goes up and down.
I'm a pony.
Those things are fucking bullshit, first of all. All right, there's one up there. It's a penny. Literally a penny.
And it probably doesn't do anything.
So there are kids using it. So I'm going to tell a story like it's a David Fincher movie or something, okay? We're going to start at the beginning, and then we're going to trace back around and start at the beginning again. We're going to follow threads, all right? All right, so strap in.
Yay.
We start, and there's a boy, an older boy. He puts the money in. He puts his little brother up on the horse, and it's a penny. So I'm thinking, like, man, that's kind of cool of Meijer that, like, clearly they're not making any money on this thing. It's just for fun. It's just for families. No wonder it cost a penny, because that thing is bogus. It barely moves. It goes up maybe 2 inches, down maybe 2 inches, and then, like, it goes forward and backward very slowly. So, like, it's kind of making a circular motion with, like, really a diameter of, like, 4 inches total. Like,
does it do that noise where it's just like...
Yeah, super repetitive. It does. It does. But you have like the really nice older brother who's standing there making sure his young brother doesn't fall off. No danger of that. And he just looks like super bored. Just like, man, I'm done. Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Exactly. So I'm just sitting here like laughing at like how lame this stupid horse is. Watching the older brother at first. Then I look at the actual young brother, the little one on the horse, thinking like, well, maybe he's at least having fun. So we cut back to the beginning again. He's on this horse. This kid had the look on his face like, bitch, I could be at home playing Call of Duty.
Grand Theft Auto 5, I'd be running over motherfuckers like this.
Yeah, it's like, you can tell, the kid is probably like 3 years old, and you can tell he was thinking like, this is the lamest shit I've ever done.
Well, especially because the kids have iPhones now and shit. You could be like playing fucking iPhone games instead of this.
I could be playing goddamn Doodle Jump over here.
I could be building my goddamn town in Minecraft, doing this goddamn penny horse.
I closed Clash of Clans for this fucking shit.
Where's Mom? I want to go home. This is bullshit.
Get me off this damn horse. It was the most just like, fuck all of this face that I've ever seen on a 3-year-old. It was amazing. All right, come back to the beginning one more time, Toby. Twist, there's a third child. He's behind the horse. This kid has clearly snuck onto the computer and seen some things he shouldn't see, because he had a hold of the horse's hind hooves, and he was squared up in full-on fucking stance in this horse.
He was ready to mount up and ride.
He really was. So, like, he was having the most fun out of all three of them. He was, like, biting his lip like he saw in a porn or something.
How old does this kid look? Because that seems intense.
Too young for that, man. He was somewhere between the kid on the horse and the kid standing beside the horse. He was, like, the middle brother.
All right.
But he's, like, riding the motion of the horse. He's getting into it, and it's like, this is too much. Like, I kept waiting for the older brother to stop him, but he just let this kid like air hump this horse for no reason.
So he's seen some shit.
That kid has seen some shit. Yeah, that kid saw some Seth Rollins pics or something online. That's all I know.
He saw some R clap clap.
Yeah, man.
And he was committed.
He saw that Mr. Hands video years ago. Came back up again.
Oh no.
It was incredible. I'm like looking around, like, is no one else gonna step in here? This kid is fucking this mechanical horse right now.
Please don't look up Mr. Hands, please.
Yeah, no one do that. Please, no one do that. And then their mom came, and she was just as stay-at-home soccer mom you would imagine.
The end.
The end.
Have you ever wanted to be a pretty woman, Josh? Like Julia
Roberts?
Yes. Pretty woman. Prostitute.
I'd rather
taking
be
cash
Richard
for some
Gere.
dick, cleaning yourself up, running the streets.
I'd rather be the rich guy who plucks a streetwalker out of obscurity and makes her my pretty woman.
Okay. Josh, for up to $100,000, you can get the pretty woman for a day package at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel.
Pretty woman for a day?
Yeah.
So I start out being a lady of the night. I become a pretty woman. And then a day later, I'm back at the red light district? Like what?
Yep.
Okay.
For $100,000, you get a one-night stay in the presidential suite, the same one that Vivian and Edward cohabited in for a few days. So I never saw Pretty Woman, I don't think.
Is that the name of the character?
I'm going to assume Vivian and Edward are Julia Roberts and Richard Gere.
I can find out for you. Keep talking.
Okay. The package also comes with a 3-hour shopping spree on Rodeo Drive.
That's Rodeo Drive, but go on.
There's no rodeos on this drive. That's a D2 reference.
I don't even...
Everyone look that one up.
All right.
With a complete with a personal shopping consultant and a $2,000 spending allowance. So you drop $100,000, they get $2,000 back to spend.
They might have thought about making it like $99,000 instead, you know?
So couples receive a manicure and pedicure at the spa's nail bar and dive in luxury lifts, facials, and massages. You get to ride in Rolls Royce to Greystone Mansion for a quote-unquote shoeless picnic and musical serenade.
Quote-unquote shoeless picnic.
I guess that's something they did. To cap off the romantic stay, guests will dine on the veranda suite terrace and choose between a show at the LA Opera or the Wallace Annenberg Center for the Performing Arts.
Wow.
Throughout your stay, Josh, they will inspire you with stills from the movie, allowing you and your sweetheart to mimic classic scenes for exclusive photography.
Photography. Good God. Did your brain just break?
I don't know why. That broke. But you can get some exclusive photogs.
Tell me, how much? Is that it? Is that the list?
Yeah, you can get cheaper packages too, but it seems stupid.
How much? Yeah, that one seems dumb. You're right. How much do you think buying all of those things individually would be? Even if I had to buy the car, how much do you think it would be?
$50,000 tops?
Yeah, I mean, with the car, it was a Rolls Royce, right?
Yeah, but how much do those cost?
Let's say the car itself cost $100,000. So then on top of that, I'm spending maybe $150,000, and that's high.
Hold on. The Rolls Royce Ghost is their entry level model that carries a price tag around $250,000.
Oh, okay. I bet the bare minimum.
It's a steal.
At the bare minimum, then you get to fucking keep it.
You're losing money not doing this.
And I'm pretty sure you can probably rent a Rolls Royce for far less than that with a driver.
Yeah, I rented a Lincoln Town Car once for like $300.
Yeah, Lincoln Town Car, Rolls Royce, basically the same thing. It's there's no difference.
I also bought a shitty gold Buick Century for like $1,000.
Let's run down your other car purchases, Toby. Tell us more things that don't relate.
They all relate. Have you ever seen a Buick Century, Josh? They have plush seats. That back seat is huge.
What does the word velour mean to you?
Motherfucker.
So now I'm just staring at pictures of Pretty Woman. I wish hookers were as pretty as she was when she filmed this movie.
On to the next segment. If you had to guess how many licks it took to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, Josh, how many would you say?
Well, I know from experience that it's 3,487.
Well, researchers from New York University say it takes about 1,000 licks to get to that candy center.
They fucked up.
They used a shitload of science to do this.
Yeah, is that more than a poop load and less than a crap ton?
Yeah.
Right.
The team of scientists arrived at that number by immersing a piece of hard candy in a water current, formulating a theory for how flows cause dissolving and shrinking. For Tootsie Pops, they calculated how long it took to make it through 1 centimeter of candy, which is about half the length of one Tootsie Pop, to arrive at the 1,000 number.
That's a lot of trouble for literally you could hire an intern and say, count how many times you lick this, bro.
Well, either like colleges or college study groups did it with numbers of like 300 and 400 in there.
Yeah.
But these people used water current to test it, which seems like the worst.
Well, it doesn't seem like a real accurate representation of a lick.
If I DJ'd for 2 hours for $5,
is this what it's going to be?
I'm pretty sure I'd like a Tootsie Pop for $5.
Is this it? Is this life now? Pop. Is this you just referencing DJing? Remember that time I DJ'd?
It's the same show, motherfucker. This is what we do. They always wrap back around.
I feel like this is life now.
Fuck you.
I feel like you peaked.
I probably did.
Yeah.
My second act is already over.
So, yeah, I don't know.
That's all.
Yeah,
I just thought you should know.
Thank you.
Have you ever camped out for a movie opening, Josh?
Not camped out, but I've gone to midnight shows.
How do you feel about the people that dress up for those type of things? Like when you go to Star Wars, they're dressed up in Star Wars outfits, or
I've done it once.
Wear giant foam fists.
I've done it once.
Okay.
I've done it twice. Sort of. Well, I'll start at the beginning. I went to see the original Spider-Man movie when it first came out. So I think it was like a midnight showing or something like that, and I wore a button-up Spider-Man shirt that I happened to own at the time.
And Juggalo face paint?
Well, it's definitely like that type of like...
Or a Spider-Man mask.
Overly... It was not a mask. There were no masks involved this time.
If you notice, I made my joke first because I knew where this was going to go.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't... there were no masks involved in any of these, so... That one was tame. There was just a Spider-Man shirt. The hardest core dressing up I did was... When Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, I went to the midnight showing and I dressed up like Indiana Jones with a whip. I even had a whip and a hat and everything and a satchel.
Well, Josh, leave your whips at home because if you want to camp out and get excited for 50 Shades of Grey...
I don't.
Well, AMC theaters have banned customers from bringing objects pertaining to the movie into the theater.
Like whips?
Whips, handcuffs, ties, and other items that might relate to their rather erotic franchise.
Just leave that in the car.
Well, right. So basically what they're saying is, if you like 50 Shades of Grey, do not bring handcuffs into the theater. Do not strap on a giant cock and bring it into the theater. Do not wear your gimp mask into the theater.
What a bunch of like Mennonites trying to stop up my theater going. If they were really forward thinking, they would like say like, "Yo, it's like Theater 7, sex room, motherfucker." Like,
well, when I was younger. They did Rocky Horror Picture Show at the one movie theater by my house.
Yeah.
Or at least like my local one, I guess we'll call it. But they did the full-blown thing where there was Rocky Horror Night, where the people that knew it were allowed to dance and dress up and jump around a lot of shit. Yeah. You're allowed to haze the virgins for the movies, as they call them, and all that fun stuff.
I mean, okay. Yeah, they should do that. They should do, like a weird, crazy, dressed up like a woman Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Don't you think that if they allow people to bring sex things in the theater, that people are going to be fucking or like raping each other or something?
People are going to be fucking, and then that's what you want anyway.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
No, that is an STD waiting to happen.
That's a lot of things waiting to happen. That's a 50 Shades of Baby waiting to happen 9 months later.
50 Shades of Baby. How many do you think there's going to be, like, this movie's going to come out like on Valentine's Day or some shit, right?
Yes.
Do you think that there is going to be an uptick in pregnancy more than normal, or an uptick in babies more than normal 9 months after Valentine's Day this year because of 50 Shades?
So 9 months is November 12th, right around Thanksgiving.
All right, write this down. We gotta look up the facts later.
Well, I mean, when November rolls around, I'm sure there's going to be fucking thousands of blog posts. 9 months after 50 Shades of Grey, pregnancy is up to an all-time high.
Do you think in 20 years is going to be like some like sad hipster like knowing he's a 50 Shades baby and he's just going to be real bummed about it?
Well, probably. I mean, like if you're a New Year's baby, you'd have to assume that people are trying to have you on New Year's.
Oh, you think people plan for that?
Well, every year they make a big deal about it where this is the first baby born this year. So you have to have that baby in March, like March 1st-ish.
That's true.
So I'm sure people plan for that shit. People plan for everything.
That's a lot of trouble. That's very that's like not sexy. That's not spontaneous.
That's no trouble. Hey, sleep with your girlfriend. Don't use protection. That seems easy as fuck, Josh.
I mean, there's a lot of steps there. It's harder.
That's one.
Harder than television.
You stick it in and you fucking bleh, and then you're good.
Bleh. It's a lot of things just got explained to me right there.
I'm trying to keep it classy tonight.
Bleh.
Josh, every week we like to overanalyze some hot songs, some hot tracks.
Hot jams, you know.
I have a surprise for you this week, though.
Really?
Oh, this is the best of surprises, Josh.
Is it a puppy?
It's a puppy. You have a brand new puppy coming your way in music form.
I love musical puppies.
Josh, do you know what KidzBop is?
Do I?
That sounds...
I do. I do know. To answer my own question, yeah.
So, let's talk about some of the worst songs that have appeared on KidzBop's records.
Okay, let's do.
So, the newest jam, All About That Bass, is on the new KidzBop album.
Okay, that seems slightly risque.
Right.
Yeah.
So, there's a line that says, I'm bringing it all back.
All of it.
Yes. But the way the kids sing it, it sounds like they're saying, I'm bringing anal back.
I'm bringing anal back. Yep.
You motherfuckers don't know how to act.
Yep.
Sing it to the chorus.
Versus kids going, yep.
So that's kind of fucked up for kids to be singing.
I'm bringing anal back, yeah.
I mean, they're not saying it, but it sounds like it.
I mean...
But we're going to talk about some other songs that have been on KidzBop that shouldn't be on KidzBop.
All right, hit me.
Number 1. Nicki Minaj, Anaconda is on KidzBop.
No, it's not.
It is, Josh.
What?
That seems like the worst of all the songs to be on KidzBop.
You literally can't even say the name of that song without being, like, offensive and something a kid shouldn't say.
Josh, your anacondas don't.
Is that literally the only part of the song they can say? My anaconda. And then the song ends.
Well, here, real quick, we will, the newest one that came out a month ago.
So intriguing. All right.
Shake It Off, Taylor Swift, All About That Bass, being a trainer. Fancy, Iggy Azalea. That has not a lot of fucked up words in it, shouldn't be on there.
Yeah.
Boom Clap by Charlie XCX.
Boom, clap, boom, boom, clap.
Rude by Magic. Prom by Ariana Grande. Am I Wrong by Nico and Vinz. Maps, Maroon 5. Really Don't Care, Demi Lovato. Lashed by Disclosure. Break Free, Ariana Grande. Cool Kids, Echo Smith. Shower, Becky G. And Rather Be by Clean Bandit. I know like half those songs.
That Cool Kids song's a pretty good song. That seems kid appropriate. Seems all right.
Okay, but that does seem appropriate.
Yeah, Cool Kids.
They've also done things like Timber, Dark Horse. They do it all.
I do it all.
I do it all.
The KidzBop empire as far as the eye can see.
So they did Anaconda once.
I can't. Oh yeah, Anaconda words. Hit me with the Anaconda words.
I mean, like Anaconda. What? Don't.
But I mean, like, are they changing the words to them? Do you think?
Even if they do, they shouldn't be singing it anyway.
I'm looking up KidzBop Anaconda lyrics. Here's the official KidzBop lyrics to Anaconda. All right.
All right.
My anaconda don't eat people because that's not fun.
What the
fuck? Oh my god, Toby. Are you ready for this?
All right. I want you to do one line at a time of the first verse, and I'll tell the real words afterwards.
All right. Are you ready?
Do it.
All right. This boy named Troy used to live in Detroit.
Boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit.
Big babysitting money, he was getting some coins.
Big dope dealer money, he was getting some coins.
Got in trouble with his mom, but he lived in a palace.
Wasn't shootouts with the law, but he lived in a palace.
So when he got sent to his room, I showed up looking stylish.
Bought me Alexander McQueen, he was keeping me stylish.
Now that's real.
Now that's real, Josh.
All right, here we go. Ready? I can't even. Gum in my purse so my breath don't smell.
Gun in my purse, bitch, I came dressed to kill.
Snuck through the window so his parents couldn't tell.
Who want to go first? I had them pushing daffodils.
Because if they saw me sneaking in, they would yell.
I'm high as hell, I only took half a pill.
And that's not fun stuff.
I'm on some dumb shit.
Oh my god.
Josh, by the way, what'd he say?
By the way, what'd he say?
I ain't missing no meals.
He can tell I ain't missing no meals. Same there. Yep.
Come through and fuck him in my automobile.
my parents told his that I eat really well.
KidzBop motherfuckers.
Oh man. All right, let's skip ahead. Let's skip to the second verse, okay?
All right.
So it's my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't. My anaconda don't eat people because that's not fun. And then it's, oh my gosh, look at that snake.
That sounds worse.
It does sound
looking
worse.
at dicks instead of butts.
Look at that snake, look at that snake. All right, so let's get to the second guy, because this is probably where it's going to get.
This is the better one.
All right. This dude named Michael, he had a toy motorcycle.
This dude named Michael used to ride motorcycles.
It's bigger than a tower. I ain't talking about Eiffel.
Dick bigger than a tower. I ain't talking about Eiffel.
Dangerously close. And he had an anaconda and a Nerf dart rifle.
Real country ass nigga. Let me play with his rifle.
Why do all the boys I have like? Why do all the boys I like have pet snakes? This is frightful.
Pussy put his ass to sleep. Now he calling me NyQuil.
All right. It gets even better. All right, skipping ahead 2 lines. I let him kiss
the whole thing because this is even it stays good.
All right, so then she says, but it's all okay.
Now that bang bang bang.
Okay. I let him kiss me because he sell lemonade.
I let him hit it because he's slaying cocaine. It's just the same thing. They're both a fucking dude because he has money.
Bought me a salad with that extra romaine.
He tossed my salad like his name Romaine.
And then his parents let us stay up late.
And when we done it, make him buy me Balmain.
Now that's some fun stuff.
I'm on some dumb shit.
By the way, what'd he say?
Same thing.
He can't tell. He can tell I ain't missing no meals.
Same thing.
You know that one. Yep. My parents told his that I eat really well, so they dropped me off at his house so we could chill.
Come through and fuck in my automobile. Let him eat it with his grills. Keeps telling me to chill. Pull up in the Jag. Dun 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 dun.
I said, "Wow, wait, oh, here we go." But he said he don't like dogs, so he got a pet snake. I said, "Wow, that's really scary," and I ran out of the room like dun 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 dun.
Holy shit!
This is my favorite thing in the world right now. Oh, I'm laughing like, oh man, my cheeks hurt. I'm smiling so much.
Well, it's actually kind of this wasn't what I thought was going to happen. It was even better.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so real quick, what I was actually going to do is we'll wrap the rest of the shitty songs real quick.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the child version of fucking guys because they sell cocaine.
Lemonade.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We can make our own KidzBop album and just like Control F Lemonade with cocaine.
Some other notable ones are Uncle Cracker Follow Me because of the lyric, I'm not worried about the ring you wear because as long as no one knows then nobody can care.
Oh.
Hinder's Lips of an Angel.
Ooh, how does that work? That's about infidelity.
Yeah, and it's also a Hinder song, so you don't teach the kids that.
Yeah, come on.
Leona Lewis has a song called Bleeding Love. There, the hook is, you cut me open and I keep bleeding, I keep bleeding. So they're teaching kids about cutting the wrists, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Paparazzi by Lady Gaga's on there, which is about stalking people. Evanescence's Bring Me to Life is on there, and has the big line that they talked about is, save me from the nothing I've become, which I feel like children shouldn't be thinking they're nothing already.
You know, you gotta start them young. Let them know.
Nick Lachey's What's Left of Me.
Almost nothing, kids.
And Bruno Mars' Locked Out of Heaven, because the song's hook normally is, your sex takes me to paradise.
Wonder what they change it to.
I don't know, but there's also the line about...
Your lemonade takes me to paradise.
There's a line about when it's inside me is still in the song, though.
Dear Lord. No, they left it?
Yeah, that line they left in. Not the first part, just when it's inside me. When your lemonade's inside me, I'm not locked out of heaven.
That's amazing. Do you think... Do you think
I remember when KidzBop was just kids singing pop songs and it was okay. I now know that 2015 is a fucked up time.
Yeah, man. Like, well, now there aren't, like, nice pop songs anymore. Like, every song is like Anaconda. Every song is like, dude's got a big dick, and it's
about
inside of me right
or,
now.
like, getting it drunk, or pregnancy, or God knows what else.
Yeah. I'm trying to see, this seems like a really good KidzBop candidate. I'm seeing if Toby, there is. Okay. Strap in. There's a KidzBop version of CeeLo Green's Forget You.
Oh, of course. That one I actually knew about.
Oh, okay.
Sadly enough, I knew about that.
I guess
one.
once you already do the radio edit and turn it into "Forget You," it's probably not that bad, right?
At that point, it's pretty much the same song.
Okay, so all right,
or it's close enough to the same song. I guess is
it's actually probably not
a more accurate.
Jesus.
I mean, they did Wrecking Ball. That one's questionable. They did Thrift Shop. Josh, what are the lyrics to Thrift Shop?
Oh my gosh, yeah, we need to find this out. Let me see if we can find this. All right, Thrift Shop, KidzBop lyrics. All right, you ready for this?
The only one I want to know, Josh, is the one about yo, what up? I got a big cock.
Now I walk in the club like, what up? I got a hit song. This is stupid too. Ice on the fringe is so frosty. The people like, hey, the guy on the marquee.
That's dumb.
Rolling in super deep. So there's another KidzBop thing you can do. Change hella to super whenever you see it. Where's the piss part? We gotta find that. Here we go. Dressed in a leopard mink, girl standing next to me. Probably should have washed this. Smells like my baseball cleats. Ooh. Oh man.
So what we're saying is KidzBop is breaking the world.
KidzBop's amazing. I'm a big fan now.
As an adult, I love it. As a non-parent, this is classic to me.
Yeah. Oh man.
Josh, every week people like to write into us at cast@geek-pop.com. This is just songs for the overanalyzed part. They're writing questions to us. We have one big question tonight.
We have one big question?
Yeah, because the other ones were more like statements to me.
I thought you meant that you and I had a question for everyone. I was like, we have one question to pose to you tonight. Who let KidzBop happen?
Razor and Tie Records.
Razor
and Tie Records.
Razor and Tire?
Razor and Tie.
Who's on first?
Josh Musa wants to know what your most mundane fear in life is.
My most mundane fear?
Yeah.
Snakes and trees.
Like you're afraid of snakes and trees,
No.
or you're afraid of snakes and trees?
Trees alone are fine, but I'm afraid of snakes and trees.
Like drop snakes.
Is that a thing, Toby? Shut up. Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, are you serious right now?
Drop snakes. Yeah.
God damn it. So, all right. So I grew up in the country. Just to explain this fear a little bit.
Going down the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
I grew up in the country, and sometimes when you're in the country, you go out in the woods, right? Just because that's what you do. So we would go like mushroom hunting out in the woods, which you go find mushrooms and you eat them, right? You cook them and eat them. Whenever I would go, I was always scared of snakes, so like I would always be like kind of scared of going in the woods anyway, because snakes on the ground. I don't remember like what put the snakes in trees idea in my head, like a movie or something probably. I remember there was one time specifically, I was mushroom hunting like with my grandpa or something, and like just I was walking along staring at the trees looking for snakes, and I remember him just like looking back at me, and he's like, "They're not gonna be up there."
I see that like when I go hiking, I watch the ground because I know those motherfuckers are. Well, they're down on the ground ready to bite me.
I was trying to do both. I was trying to be very vigilant.
Vigilant in your watch?
Vigilant in my watch. I gotta be always prepared for the tree snakes that are coming.
So I used to have this fear when I was younger, and I don't know what it's based off because I don't think it ever actually happened in one of the movies. When I was afraid of horror movies, I always thought Freddy Krueger was going to come out of the toilet.
Oh, I've got a good toilet one too. Go on, yeah.
And like just stab me up the butthole or like something with my asshole, I guess. And then as we got older, like especially in the past year or two,
yeah,
there are constantly articles about how animals come out of the toilets when people are sitting on them pooping. Like snakes come out of the toilets and stuff.
No, fuck. That was my other one.
So now I'm afraid when I poop again.
Yep.
At 31, I'm afraid to poop in my toilet. There might be snakes coming back out of my butthole.
So I'm deathly afraid of snakes. Like just in general, like I can't handle snakes. But yeah, snakes and trees is number one. Number two is snakes in the toilet. And
these Monday, Friday snakes.
Monday, Friday snakes. I'm sick of these Monday, Friday snakes in this Monday, Friday toilet, Toby. Yeah, so I read a book. There was this kid's book. I don't know who. This is like KidzBop. Like I don't know who allowed this to happen. But there was a book that I bought at like a book fair or something at school one time, and it was about literally a snake crawling up out of the toilet and getting in your house. And it was a kid's book, a kid's novel.
Those are the best.
It was the most traumatizing thing I've ever read because to this day, I can't sit down on the toilet without passing in my mind, I hope there's not a snake. I check it. I always look at a toilet before I sit down because I need to know, okay, there's not a snake now, so I've at least got a few minutes.
I have time.
Yeah, I can get my business done before a full snake could get out and bite my ass.
That's good.
Dangerous, Toby. Dangerous.
Snakes are dangerous. I agree, buddy. So I think that'll wrap it up for the week, Josh. If you want to write in next week, cast@geek-pop.com. You can find us on iTunes, leave us nice reviews, and give us stars, make us feel special. Leave us a review, we'll also read it on the show. You can find Josh on Twitter during the week at
Josh Tastrophe.
And you can find me at Girls Heart Geeks. And once again, I was Toby.
And I've been Josh.
I'm a DJ. Fuck you, Josh. Bye. You know you want a bad bitch like this. Drop it down, pick it up just like this.
Drop it down, pick it up.
Cup of ace, cup of deuce, cup of Chris.
Scataboosh!
Tell Scataboosh.
It's I guess it's Abadoo.
Abadoo!
No, here's what it was. It's that line from Bohemian Rhapsody sang to the tune of John Cena's theme song. Scataboosh, Scataboosh, we do the fandango.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening.
What was Fandango's song? Da, da.
Da, 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 da.
No, because now you're singing Dream of Genie. So that was
shit, you're right.
That's why I stopped, because I panicked.
Font. I gotta look up his theme. Alright, here it is. Oh, this might be his new one. No, here it is. I'll hum it in a second. Dun 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 dun.
That's what it was.
That is like disturbingly similar to I Dream of Genie.
Well, of course.
It's just an extra dun-na-na. That's all that's different.
And there's that hook right there, which makes it different. That's what I'm saying. That's what the hook makes it different.
That clip, Vanilla Ice is the hardest motherfucker in the world for that one clip where he's like, no, man. His goes da-na-na, da-na-na-na, and mine goes da-na-na, da-na-na-na. It's the exact same thing. And he stone faces that motherfucker and tells him that those songs are different. He knows full well it's the same beat. Like, I will always respect Vanilla Ice for sitting through that interview. It's literally
just
humming
straight
the same
face.
song.
Like, he was selling that shit. He
was. It was incredible. And you never really know. He's so good at it, you don't know if he buys his own bullshit or not. Like, you don't know. Like, do you really think those are different? Because that's not. You said the same thing.
I think you have to, so you don't get, like, you can't get sued then.
Yeah.
You have to commit to the...
You have to commit to the bit
yeah.
of, I didn't steal this fucking song.
Exactly.
You just don't understand music. You don't understand my genius. Now excuse me while I go dress like Fred Durst for the next 20 years.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah.